Yo, what's up with y'all boys and girls, man? Hey, it's Jay Briggs here, continuing to cook up this NBA action. Y'all know we do here on the Jam Session. We cook up every single game, every single day. We're off a money-making day yesterday, man. Great day of hoops. Just trying to keep the momentum rolling forward. We were 3-1 on the premium side. Only loss was the Sacramento Kings. Hey, we bounced back on our NBA Player of the Day. We had dropped 2 in a row for the first time in a month. But we bounced back on it last night, had the New Orleans Pelicans. They beat up on the Philadelphia 76ers at home. Joel Embiid ended up not playing. Love to see that, man. A nice, no-sweat win there with the Pelicans. Let's keep the momentum rolling forward, man. We're 14-5-1 last 21 on our NBA Player of the Day, seeing the board extremely well. Just trying to keep the momentum rolling forward, man. I appreciate each and every one of you guys that watch this video on the daily. If you appreciate the content that I do, hey, smash that like button for your guy, man. Subscribe to the channel if you haven't already. And as I always say, if you're rocking with me, rock with me. I'm active on Twitter all day long. And of course, I have premium plays over at the site. Hey, last 30 days, 100% documented. You can go read every article I've ever written. But for the last 30 days, I am hitting at a 60% clip. That is one of the hardest things to do in this game, man, in this industry, is to hit at a 60% clip for an entire month. Hop on something long-term. Let me help you make some money over an extended period of time, man. We're seeing the board extremely well. And again, we're just trying to keep the momentum rolling forward, man. Hey, 9 games tonight in the NBA. Of course, we got NFL tonight. My boys in action. We at the crib with it. It's a good night of sports, man. I'm finna try to make us all some money tonight. And without further ado, let's try to do exactly that. Of course, man, as you see, I'm using this software, no graphics today. I really wish you guys knew how long it takes me to do those graphics. A lot going on today. I know I promised you guys yesterday I would be back with them today. For sure tomorrow, I promise. For sure tomorrow, I'm going to be back with the graphics. No graphics today, but we're still finna cook it up right here, right now. We're still finna try to smash it per usual. So without further ado, let's do just that. First game up, man. We got the Cleveland Cavaliers at the crib, laying 11.5 on the Portland Trail Blazers. I'm going to lean towards Portland. Not one of my favorite games tonight, but Cleveland is not a lay double digits type team. At least they haven't shown me those tendencies here recently, and I'm not laying 11.5 with Cleveland. Cleveland is not that great against the number. They are currently, what is Cleveland against the number? Let me pull it up for you boys. Cleveland is 7-10-1 against the number. That's not a team I want to be laying double digits with. Portland's actually playing decently right now. They have won 2 of their last 3. A home win over the Utah Jazz, 121-105. A competitive game out on the road with the Milwaukee Bucks, only lost by 6 there, and then beat the Indiana Pacers straight up out on the road, 114-110. Now they want me to lay 10 points on them. Can't do it, won't do it. I know the Cavs did blow out Portland in the one meeting they had this season in Portland. It wasn't that long ago. It was on the 15th of November. 109-95 was the final score in that game. But again, Cleveland is not the type team I'm trying to lay 11.5 with. Yes, this is going to be their 5th straight home game. And yes, they blew out the Atlanta Hawks in that last game. I believe Atlanta was coming in on the back end of a back-to-back, though. So I'm not going to really read too much into that. I think this game is going to be pretty close, at least within the number is what I'm trying to say. I'm not laying 11.5 with the Cleveland Cavs. Give me Portland. Not a fun team to bet, but that's a bundle of points in our back pocket. I think we'll be just fine there. Next up, we got the Hornets on the road facing the Brooklyn Nets. Nets laying 8.5. Nets, man, they just continue to be one of the best ATS teams in the NBA, man. We just continue to bet this team, and they just continue to put money in our pockets. 13-3-1 against the number have given us no reason to doubt them. Kind of like what we said with Orlando yesterday. Until they give us a reason to doubt them, we're not going to do it. The Hornets are one of the worst teams in the NBA. I believe LaMelo Ball will be shut down for an extended period of time. We just saw Orlando get their doors blown off in back-to-back road games. Orlando blew them out 130-117. New York blew them out 115-91. We've already seen the Nets beat them comfortably this season. The first time was in Charlotte. Final score in that game was 133-121. We're in Brooklyn with it tonight. I think the Nets win this game by double digits. I want Cam Thomas to play. He should be back tonight. He's listed as probable. Hey, that's 30 points coming back to the lineup with Cam Thomas. I look for the Nets to blow out the Charlotte Hornets at home. Next up, man, we got the Miami Heat out on the road facing the Indiana Pacers. Heat laying 1.5 in this one. It's a lot of injury news going on in this game. Tyler Hero, of course, is out. Jimmy Butler is game time decision. Haywood Highsmith, game time decision. Bam Adebayo, game time decision. Duncan Robinson, game time decision. Even if all these guys play, I would still be on the Pacers in this game. And I know the Pacers really aren't playing that well right now. They've lost 3 of their last 5. But when you kind of look at it, they're on a win one, lose one type scenario. I don't like that they're coming off a pretty significant homestand. They just played 4 of their last 5 at home and really didn't look that great there. But you guys know, if you've been watching the jam session for any duration of time, especially last year, our favorite money-making spot last year was to fade Miami in Miami. They've been better this season. We have bet Miami in certain spots this season. I don't like this spot for them here, though. I think this is a bounce-back spot for the Pacers on the road. Miami's really banged up right now. They've lost 3 straight. I think they make it 4 straight. I'm going to take Tyrese Halliburton and the Indiana Pacers in that one. Next game up, we got the Knicks laying 13.5 on the Pistons. Pistons on the back end of a back-to-back. Man, they got their doors blown off at home last night by the Los Angeles Lakers, 133-107. Now they had to get on a flight with travel and head to New York. Yeah, they're probably going to get their doors blown off here as well. They've gotten their doors blown off in 3 straight games. The Pacers beat them 136-113. Washington, the Wizards, blew these boys out 126-107. And like I said, the Lake Show blew them out last night. Hey, we just saw the Knicks take the Hornets behind the woodshed 115-91, and they probably do the same thing here to the Detroit Pistons. I don't like that they're on the back end of a back-to-back with travel. They're not playing that well right now either. I want to make money on the Pistons. I like some of the pieces going on here in Detroit, but I don't know what's going on. I like the head coach, Monty Williams. It's just not gluing right now. It's just not gluing. They're 2-16. Yeah, it's not pretty. Knicks should take them boys behind the woodshed. Next game up, we got Milwaukee laying 7.5 on the Bulls. I'm going to be completely honest with you guys. I'm not betting this game. Reason being is I have faded both of these teams damn near every game this season, and I want to fade both of them here, but I can't do that, obviously. So it's really a no play for me here. Bucks, Bulls. In a lean, I would lean toward the Bulls for the very first time this season. I don't think I bet Chicago not one time this season. And I would lean in their direction. Again, I'm not betting this game, and there is some injury news hovering over this game. Zach LaVine, game time decision. DeMar DeRozan, game time decision. Alex Caruso, game time decision. In all honesty, I think all these guys play. I think they keep this game competitive. I see Milwaukee winning this by like 4 or 5 points. I'm not laying 7.5 points with Milwaukee on the road. That's what I know I'm not doing. And I'm for sure not betting Chicago. So it's a stay away game for me. Lean towards the Bulls if you guys really just want some information. And now, next game up, we got the T-Wolves laying double digits on the Utah Jazz. Short, sweet, simple. We're going to lay the double digits here with the Minnesota Timberwolves at the crib. We've already seen them take the Utah Jazz way past the woodshed at home once this season. It was early this year on the 4th of November. Final score in that game, though, was 123-95 in Minnesota. I think this game is going to be very similar. I know Anthony Edwards is game time decision, but I'm expecting him to play. And if he doesn't, Minnesota still has the firepower, I believe, to win this game really comfortably. They've won 4 of their last 5. This is going to be their 5th home game in their last 6 games. Comfortable at the crib. Came back and beat the Oklahoma City Thunder in that last game. That was a good game. I like what I've seen from them recently, and I think they keep it rolling. We saw them blow out Philly at home. We saw them blow out New York at home. The Minnesota Timberwolves, a.k.a. the House of Disappointment, have gone stupid, dummy, crazy at the crib thus far this season. That sounds crazy to say, but it's the truth. They've gone and played really well at home. And the Utah Jazz, well, they've been just as bad as it gets on the road. They got their doors blown off yesterday by the Memphis Grizzlies, 105-91. Now they're on the back end of a back-to-back, had to leave Memphis, head to Minnesota. They're still on the road where they've been terrible. Let's just go through the Jazz last few road games. So last night, lost by 14 to Memphis, who is terrible. Before that, they lost 121-105 to Portland. You get blown out on the road by Portland? Oh, my God. The Lakers blew them out 131-99. Let's see. Indiana blew them out 134-118. Chicago blew them out 130-113. Minnesota blew them out 123-95. When the Jazz are out on the road, they get their doors blown off, and I'm expecting that to happen here on the back end of a back-to-back on the road with travel, heading to Minnesota, who has gone stupid, dummy, crazy at the crib. It's T-Wolves for me here in this one. Next game up, we got the Lake Show. They're out on the road facing the Oklahoma City Thunder Buddies. Thunder Buddies laying 6.5 at the crib. I haven't really been on the Thunder Buddies the last two games, mainly because of the Giddy news. We all know what's going on there. It's an investigation opened up into Josh, but he's still playing. I told you guys I thought that could shake up a little. It could be a distraction in their locker room. Is basically what I was trying to get to. And I still kind of feel that same way. And we were able to avoid the Thunder in those two games. They lost back to back, but I think they come back home and win comfortably here. I do. I think they blow the doors off the Lakers. Lakers on the back end of a back-to-back had to leave Detroit, head to Oklahoma City. I wouldn't be surprised if Anthony Davis sat here on the back end of a back-to-back. Wouldn't be surprised if LeBron sat on the back end of a back-to-back. Bounce back spot for the Thunder at the crib where they have played their best basketball. We love betting the Thunder. I think this is a good spot to get back on them. Got to fade the Lakers here in this spot. I think it's almost a scheduled loss for the Lakers. When you kind of look through team schedules, you kind of see spots where it's like, yeah, in their mind, they're probably like, we're not putting our best foot forward in this spot. And I kind of feel that way about the Lakers in this game. The line is high for a reason with the Thunder being this sizable favorites. It's probably going to grow throughout the day. I would say get in early. I think the Thunder win this game comfortably, probably a double-digit win there. 2 games to go, man. We got the Hawks on the road facing the San Antonio Spurs. Hawks laying 7.5. Hawks just lost on the road to Boston 113-103, and then got their doors blown off by the Cleveland Cavaliers 128-105. So when they play Cleveland, I'm looking at it now. No, that was not on the back end of a back-to-back. I know I said that earlier. They just got beat up on. I don't want to lay 7.5 on the road with the Atlanta Hawks. I don't want to do it. Am I in a rush to bet San Antonio, though? Not really. They lost by 12 at home to Memphis. They let Memphis come into your home gym and beat you by 12. Ew. The Clippers blew them out 124-99. The Clippers beat them back-to-back games in San Antonio. They were out on the road. They did compete with Golden State, fell short, lost by 6, and then lost by 12 to the Nuggets last time we seen them. I'm not overly in love with this game. Sohan game time decision, Wemby game time decision. I'm expecting both of those guys to play. I lean San Antonio. I'm not trying to lay 7.5 on the road with Atlanta, but in that same breath, San Antonio is one of the worst teams in the NBA. I'm not looking to bet them many times this season. So I just try to walk you guys through every single game. And last but not least, we got the Clippers on the road facing the Warriors. Warriors laying 4.5 points on the Clippers. Clippers on the back end of a back-to-back. They were in Sacramento last night, got the job done, beat the Kings 131-117. Sacramento was on the back end of a back-to-back in that one. You got to watch out for them back-to-backs because on those back-to-backs in the second half, you see dead legs. And we might see that here for the Clippers. I don't really like the Clippers bench either, so I don't know if those guys are going to be able to hang when the starters come out. I know they try to stack lineups, but I don't know. I fade the Clippers daily. It was my one loss yesterday, but I'm going back to the well here. I haven't bet the Warriors a ton, but I think this is a spot. A lot of chatter going on. They blew that lead the other day against the Sacramento Kings. They had that game in the bag. We're up huge. I think they lock in today, get a home win. This is probably a Curry-type game. I can't wait to watch this one tonight. Clippers, Warriors, a lot of stars on the floor in this one. I still think Stephen Curry is the best player on the floor, and he's probably going to look like it later on in the game. Warriors are favored by 4.5 in this game for good reason. Got to fade the Clippers on the back end of a back-to-back. Hey, that's all 9 games, man. I just cooked them up for you guys right here, right now. I hope you appreciate the content. And if you do, man, hey, smash that like button for your guys. Subscribe to the channel if you haven't already. And as I always say, if you're rocking with me, rock with me. I'm active on Twitter all day long. There's a link for that in the description below. My Instagram's there and my TikTok's there too, in case you want to follow me over there. I got to get better posting on those, but it's in the description. And yeah, man. Premium plays over at the site, 60% last 30 days. We're hitting at a 60% clip, over 2,500 units at 100 units a game. So seeing the board extremely well, just trying to keep the momentum rolling forward. If you're rocking with me, rock with me. Hop on something long-term or scoop up the play of the day. Been rolling on that. Got back on track with it yesterday, trying to keep the momentum rolling forward. I'll be back tomorrow. Cooking up the NBA action. Let's see what we got tomorrow. We got 1, 2, 3, 4. We got 6 games tomorrow. I'll have the graphics back for you guys. So be on the lookout for that. Hey, I'll be live show today with Money Man Mitch and Chris, of course. I might be on with Kyle later. I might be on with the sauce, Kyle Kerms. Be on the lookout for that. I got to see what my schedule looks like today, but I'm gonna try my best to be on with my guy. And NFL tonight, man. Y'all know where I'm at in that game. I really don't got to say too much. Everybody know where I'm at. Let's get it done. Hey, let's make some money tonight. I appreciate each and every one of you guys, man. I really, really do. Let's make some money. Let's continue to kick the crap out of the books. We'll see y'all boys soon. I'm out of here. Peace.